So when it comes to motivation, you got to think of what are the things that motivate you: your family, your own growth, or revenge. Some people, there are many ways, there are many, motivation factors to think of. And when you're sort of finding the motivation to do something, it's definitely important to know, to understand yourself and to understand basically that, whatever obstacles are in your way, that no matter what, your motivation and your mindset will keep you focused. And no matter what's in your way, you will, become a YouTube partner or achieve your goal. So I just found, like, over the years, I want to share some advice that basically, and reading books as well, motivation, it's sort of a single, you kind of have that sort of single mindset, that single sort of goal. Like, what is your goal? And motivation is that driving factor that kind of gets the engine going and to sort of get you up out of bed early at the same time to achieve your goal. And at the same time, you do whatever you need to do to achieve your goal. So it's so important to write it down. Have a notebook and write down all the things that you want to achieve, short-term or long-term goals, and, be clear about it and definitely write it down. And to take it to the next level too, create a vision board as well and have those things in a place where you see them every day. But yeah, it's so important to, have a focused goal, and the motivation kind of builds through basically your daily habits, your daily routines that sort of will help you drive forward and move you forward. It's kind of like, putting the gas in the car basically to keep you going to, to achieve your goal. And what I mean with the motivation, I see it as like the gasoline to just sort of like keep you going. And when you have a stop, you're extra wise. Pause. The way I see motivation, you kind of have to picture yourself as a car. And, to make a car go, you need fuel, you need gasoline. And I kind of look at motivation as like the gasoline to get to your destination, to achieve your goal. And basically, you kind of have to have, like, in order to sort of, in order to sort of figure that out, it's basically you have to write it all down, get everything that's in your head, and to sort of clear your mind, to clear your head, write it all down, all your thoughts about your goals and what you want to achieve, where you want to see yourself. And, and having those, and make a list of the motivation factors. And even if you're more visual, draw them or create a vision board as well. But you definitely have to edit down your sort of brain dump of motivation. So yeah, that would be step one. Write everything down or create a vision board. And then step two would be, again, a more edited down vision board of your motivation and your goals. And motivation sort of is like, it can come in the form of quotes, that sort of touch your heart in a way that, like, awakens you to be like, yes, that type of quote will get me going today, and definitely having, again, to build up fuel. It's all about, motivation. It can it's like up and down, basically, kind of like it doesn't always last, whereas, so you have to create sort of different routines, which is in the whole, like, creating lists and basically making a vision board as well to sort of keep that motivation going. So when you're starting to feel, like you're running out of gas, you have your vision board or your list of motivation and your goals at hand, and you look at it again, and that sort of fills you up again with energy and motivation to keep going, especially if you're doing something to get there that you don't want to do, you know? So it's so important to have those things that re-energize you, like a vision board available or your list or your, you know, your own journal. So that's kind of my advice about motivation for today is to have your goals, have a vision board available. And, you know, and motivation can run out like how gasoline runs out. So you got to keep things that remind you for your why, that give you visual cues so that you can achieve your goal. And, you know, because it's things that are things that take time and effort, it's definitely worth it in the end. So don't give up. And yeah, bye now.